Moon Platoon, good morning. Glad to see that you're here. Good to see that we're going to get something done about this price action all the way up at 37.70 in the very beginning of the morning. Dropped down $3. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 levels of support. And now coming right back to that fifth level of support that we dipped below, that 34.50, 34.50, yeah, which we are currently trending right underneath. What's going on? We're gonna spend a couple hours together. How's it going? E-Turbo, Steven Chin. We got Air 128. We got Amir or Amer. We got Ty D. We got Ivy Creek, Juice's Ghost. Good morning. Good to see each and every single one of you. Let's make sure that we actually have. What do we have here? What do we have? Let's make sure that we actually have a good handle on the data coming out later to these couple of days here. Yo, there's a new Rick and Morty that I haven't watched yet. Uh-oh. Gotta get on that. I'm gonna bring up the options sonar. I'm gonna bring up the Lux Algo. I'll bring up the Ortex to make sure you guys have it all. Oh man. Cordell says 30th, like the video. That's true. That's true. Cordell is 30th. We're gonna get that light counter smashed. Look at the options chain here. All right, that's for today. Looks like there is still a fair mix of bears among the bulls. Let's get Meatball up here. Come on, buddy. You want some water first? Let's get him some agua. You sure would like some agua. Take a look at the far left side and the far right side of the options chain. $5 strike on the very far left side, $145 strike. I wonder if these two people can get along. But the $5 strike people have just dropped a cool $1 million on the far left side of the options chain yesterday. Ed Monroe saying to hit the like button, family. Ona Hester, miss you too. How's it going? Steve says 4,000 likes left to make the math make sense. Good morning, Brian Tarantino. Rennie for now, good morning. Mo Money, good morning, brother, says Stevie J. Ciao, says Resort Dog. Diamond Nuts Gorilla and Eric. Morning, Andrew. How's it going? Oh, Mark Baptiste is here early. Smells foolery in the air. There's foolish fools coming out with that simple moving average, giving us a potential bounce. Let's see if this brings us over 34.51. We need a little bit more y-axis. Took a dive after a positive morning. GME is already in the red. AMC, on the other hand, is still green. 1% on either side. Seek 6. Now my investment day is coming full circle with Andrew Mo Money now on the scene. Good morning. Oh, man. That's nice. That's very, very nice. Speaking of which, what else is the market doing right now? SPCE is down 10%. What happened? What happened to SPCE? I was hoping there was gonna be an Apple deal. No Apple deal as of yet. Okay, let me see if I can find a little info about Galactic. Dead on, Sam, says Grimmer. Dead on ya, mate. So we had that killer earnings call yesterday where the Adam Aaron himself announced some pretty amazing things all in a row, such as stakeholders like you will be able to have exclusive access to early movies, which is going to be killer. Adam Aaron's going to be on Charles Payne today, that's right. RC Investment, how's my new job? It's very nice. I'm feeling good about it. Thanks for asking. Okay, I was over here, that's right. Francis Kanye says, hi, Andrew Meatball. It's so funny that it's Wednesday morning and Tuesday morning here, but I'm watching you live. What? It's Wednesday morning? Are you 23 hours ahead of me? That's insanity. Well, I'm sure there's one country that's that far ahead of me. I wouldn't be surprised. Would not be surprised. Lamar to star. That's FUD. That's FUD. AMC has already had several different gamma squeezes. So if they say it's never going to gamma squeeze again, I want to see some data. I want them to provide the hard hitting data, not dates. Oh, here it is. AMC fluctuates at 33.76. Had a chance to go red, but manages to hold on to the green. So we know that there's going to be a lot of shares borrowed today. In fact, let's check the Stonko tracker. Because this gives us a good understanding of where those shares are. Let's go to iBorrow desk. Here's that Stonko tracker. Trigger price for the SSR will be $30.42 today. Currently 20,000 calls expiring in the money. 7,000 more at $34, which is in 2 cents. 2 more cents. So essentially 30,000-ish calls expiring in the money with maybe a doubling closer to the $40 range. 400,000 shares available to borrow. This has been the case for a while. 550 as of this morning, going up to 400. Oh man. Australia is tomorrow every day. That is, put that on a shirt. Slap that on a shirt. Australia is tomorrow every single day. What's going on, Duck Gang? Good to see you each and every day. Short interest has now come down below 16%, still higher than what we've seen for the past few weeks. Hey, didn't we call it correctly? We heard Rich Greenfield yesterday and AMC ripped up to 10%, right? Even during after hours only, we had about double digits up on the day. So whichever one of you tweeted at me on Andrew Mo Money, the video of Rich Greenfield talking about AMC once again was exactly what we needed to see. Was exactly what we needed to see. Hold on, that was Olik. Wolf of My Street. Okay, let's take a listen. Once again, it's about 60 seconds. It is Rich Greenfield getting it wrong once again. It's pretty funny.
I'm glad you mentioned the earnings call, Rich, because shareholders make up about 80% of shareholders are retail investors, 4.1 million of them, according to Adam Aaron in a tweet recently. And the call is going to be open up to retail investors. As an analyst on Wall Street with a sell rating on the stock, do you have the same access that you had before to the company and to asking questions on these calls?
AMC was not taking our questions before or after. They sort of shifted to focus on their retail shareholders. I think just the important thing to remember is there's been sort of a lot of questions or a lot of story out there about sort of these quote unquote diamond hands of these retail investors sort of attacking the short sellers. And the reality is short interest has really dried up. I mean, this is the crazy thing.
And then he says short interest has really dried up. We go over to Ortex to prove that it's still at 16%.
Now is that you've got a lot of retail shareholders trying to convince other retail shareholders to buy the stock while they're clearly dumping the stock. And
remember, this is from yesterday. The price action was $32.56. Rich Greenfield does not come out every single day, even though it may feel like it, because he is the one penny groundhog man. He comes out every time AMC has had a major rip. He came out in about March, right around here. That price action went from the low teens to the 20s. He came out around here in June, right before AMC went for the second high in the 70s, right at the 50s. He called right before a 50% rip. And then at 32.56, the price action went up to 37.83. That's more than 12% in the pre-market earlier today, just a few hours ago. So that's Rich Greenfield, the groundhog man of AMC.
I think the stock's basically halved from its highs it just shows you retail is selling. And, the reason they're selling makes a lot of sense to us. The reality is the box office is very underwhelming. And movie studios, I think the single biggest question over the course of like the remainder of calendar 2021 is if you're a movie studio, you don't have a streaming strategy like an HBO Max or a Disney Plus, do you put your big blockbuster movie out in Q4 or do you hold it into 2022? Because putting it out in movie theaters, it just doesn't seem like there's enough people willing to go, especially for family films. It seems like financial suicide.
So that's the biggest thing about the 10 AMC commandments that Mr. Adam Aaron talked about yesterday. One of the most important ones was number 9, that Warner Brothers, I think this is number 9, that Warner Brothers is going to have an exclusivity agreement with AMC, and they're the first of potentially many partnerships where there's 45 days of AMC before there's any streaming on Warner Brothers creations. So in that sense, one of the biggest announcements is AMC's giving back to the community of apes, people who have invested in the stock. AMC is going to be increasing their prices about 50 cents per ticket share to be able to make sure that their improvements are reflecting the actual cost of the ticket. And Adam Aaron still has not sold a single share. Right, he is up in June. He said his portfolio, his entire net worth was 85% AMC. So there's very few people that can say that he is all in. Right, he has essentially put as much of his lifeblood as possible, and he says he's 67. Right, how many of your 67-year-old relatives would be able to do exactly what he did? Moons Out, Goons Out says, what's up, fam? Hedgie Soloff, not worried. AMC pushes to $38 PM, goes down to 34. Nah, fam. Blatant manipulation. Power hour. We ripping back up. What's up, Moons Out? Juices Go says 45 days is perfect before move to stream. This will be new normal across the board. Oh, man. My Dropper says Disney will cave. They need their theatrical releases. Diz Plus has already topped out, including there's a lawsuit at Black Widow about just how many theater showings there were compared to stream showings. Disney broke their contract. They wanted their streaming service to, really shine. So Black Widow suing, and Scarlett Johansson is trying to get more members of that cast to sue Disney. So if Disney's going to feel the pressure one way, it's going to feel the pressure from their talent as well. Oh, man. Another day, another beautiful price action. Oh, yes, and Bitcoin accept. That's right. So Bitcoin is being announced as accepted at AMC theaters coming soon. Pretty incredible. Oh. There we go. This is the Lux algorithm. Drag it down here a little bit. Had that sell early in the morning, but 2 potential pivot points here and here below. We'll take a look in a sec. Alfred says, what's going to help AMC is the fact that actors and actresses are suing Disney Plus and HBO Max for showing their films and not being paid for it. There it is. See? We all eventually talk about the same thing. Oh, man. Adam Aaron said he is not selling, though he is willing to hold 8 years' values of his salary in stock. That's right. So he's like, whoever is chairman, CEO, and president next, which he is, he's all 3 of those, is going to have to hold 8 years of his salary, right, or their salary, their respective salary, in AMC stock. And he already has substantially more, but that is like a hard cutoff that he is going to propose to make sure that people are putting their money where their mouth is. They like the stock. Show me how much you love the movies. Show me now. Don't back out. Disney holds a mean grudge. And the fact that there might be a GME AMC team up was one of the commandments. That was very cool. He said that AMC is game for what our GME has to say. They have not yet tried to contact each other, but if GME has a plan, AMC is game. So it seems like it's in GME's court right now. Ryan Cohen, come on. Come on, little Ryan, Reinald. Adam Aaron pounded Kramer into the dust this morning. Ooh, I have to try to find that. I'm gonna have to try to find this. Yeah, really funny. W is forming. I noticed that as well. Let me see if I can find, if my mods can help me find that Kramer vid, that Resort Dog or whoever it is that I was talking about. Klein dropper. I think you can also drop it into your own links. Hold on a sec. This is Jimmy Jim here. DraftKings CEO. Maybe I'll just search Jim. Jim says, hold on to gold. Jim, why is it that I don't trust anything you say? On top of spaghetti all covered in cheese is Francis Kanya. I lost my poor meatball when somebody sneezed. Is Meatball okay? Meatball, you good? Are you okay? Look at his little sniffer. He's ready. He's ready for whatever comes next.
It is no secret.
It is no secret. So that's a 3-minute long Rich Greenfield video instead of just 2 minutes. It's a slightly longer Rich Greenfield. Check the MACD for a GME. Looks like the 1 minute there's already a crossover. Take a look at the 30-minute. 30-minute MACD on AMC. Looking far divergent. Same thing with GME. Both of these lines have either already crossed over the signal line. This is their potential bounce right now, or it's just a good sign of consolidation. Remember this critical red line? I think we were rejected again earlier. Yes, that's right. So we pushed past it this time, rejected by the next level of resistance. But that red line, crucial, critical resistance. Kramer says 2,200 watchers, 400 likes. Hit that like button, y'all. It does really change everything. Makes a huge impact. It's like voting for this video with your Democratic vote, and you know, that's how the Moon Platoon gets this bread. Get this bread. Okay, this is Adam Aaron live on CNBC. Let me see if Ralph can help me cast this interview. Anybody? If anybody could do it, Ralph can. Come on. Oh, does he not cast it?
Lighter new.
Oh, he doesn't even cast it. Oh, okay. Oh, well. Man, shorty in overdrive today, says Richard. Good morning, says John Adams. Gap down is the idea that the bid ask is so far apart that there is going to be massive price action in either direction. You can gap up or gap down. That is usually when there is some sort of panicked or coerced buying or selling. And it's a two-way street. Juices Go says, what's up, Lil Ryan? When's your album drop? Come on, Lil Ryan. Triprovoke says, "Good morning, Adam, Andrew, Meatball, Apes, Ants. Kramer is such a moron. He made an argument about not going to movies. I asked Kramer, why do people have a stove and go to a restaurant? That's brilliant. That's brilliant. They can make their own great salads, and yet they choose to go out and eat other companies' great salads? That's a really good point." Kramer, Aaron. This is what I'm just going to search that. See if that comes up something. Kramer, Adam Aaron. Oh, today. Nope. Oh, okay. Good to know. Man, life finds a way. You guys remember that? Salad is good. Who else is jacked to see 2 silverbacks on making money? That's so true. Oh my god, that's gonna be great. That's gonna be primo content. We don't get enough content these days, honestly. Very low volume for an earnings day +1. An earnings day +1. Rucado says, we're not meant to win, so their narrative is to continue making it look like everyone is selling. That's mind games to demoralize you. Know what you're fighting for, Joe. Klein Dropper says, people can drink and gamble online. Why would anyone go to Las Vegas? Kramer has made the same kind of like lackluster, I think it's conclusion-driven argument for years. It's like, why shouldn't people blah blah blah, but the conclusion is already like implicit, so it's a logical fallacy. Anyway, what's up, Andrew Vanderhelm? Oh man, someone wants to look at Ortex utilization. So we got Ortex here. There's that short interest number. Utilization's up here. 93.55%. Change about 3.53. That's that data you guys came in for. If this data makes you a little excited, right? If it's data that you wouldn't have been able to get by yourself. Although you could, with the links in the description, you can get basically every single tool that you see up here, especially the 20% off Lux algorithm. Expect a Lux video to drop maybe even tonight. It's a good time. RP Joey says, you'd be going to Vegas for the family. Jess says, what a surprise. Great earnings call followed by Adam Aaron interview by fundamentals and short ladder attacks. Shocking. Shocking. My mug looks hard to drink from. It's a Baymax mug. And I'm not going to say it's easy to drink out of. Hey, Kramer, I can lose money on my own. Why should I listen to your show? There you go, Joe Rear. That is actually what to do when you hear Jim Kramer. Just kind of stick your ears and say, la 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 la. I wonder where they're going to clip up that interview from the morning. And show me. That's good content. Oh, Avaya CEO. So over here next to the airport, there is the Avaya Stadium that has recently turned to PayPal Park. I haven't even heard anything about Avaya until recently. Huh. Climate is getting rapidly worse. School districts starting to challenge governors. A rising rate backdrop could push market out of blah, blah, blah. Oh, I really do want to understand why Jim wants to say hang on to gold just so I can see it be wrong. So, Prabha Karen. It's about 8 a.m. around here in Silicon Valley, so this is about 2 hours before anyone really shows up to work in Silicon Valley. But I will be going to my job after this. It's just nice to spend a couple hours with the Moon Platoon early in the morning. Consolidation over here at AMC. Essentially just spending a little bit of time in that 0%. Lows from yesterday. JT says, oh no, the slurp. It's a soup bowl. I should use it for soup more often. Shashi says, disgusting short attacks. Don't know what's gonna stop. Shining Fox says, Monopoly money, same as naked shorts. Change my mind. I think Monopoly money might be worth more than a counterfeit short. Let's go, Andrew Mo, says CM. Oh, Meatball's being so good right now. Meatball's being such a good boy. There you go. Yeah. Morgana says, I miss your company during the day. Aww. For what it's worth, this is during the day for me. I am currently during the day. I love me coffee. Just having some in the morning makes my rocks socked. AMC is creepy crawling itself over 34.48. That's one attempt to try to bring itself over this level of resistance here. GME does the similar thing with 160, might even turn green with this one candle. Creature the old house elf is Kramer says robot dog. Larry Smith says 60 mil volume. Yeah, well, almost there. 60 mil in 2 hours. Better than yesterday. Is it better than yesterday? Yeah, I think it's better than yesterday. Oh, Drew Badley says, didn't know you existed. Found you today and I'm enjoying the channel. Drew, that's what this whole channel is about. It's just discovering that you never realized that you wanted to spend a little bit of time with a dog and a boy and some stocks until you realize it's for your own financial freedom. Thanks for sticking around. Thanks for making that math make sense, guys. So important. Here, we'll make it easy. We'll do a meatball trick right now to pay you guys in advance of the $0 like button. Okay? Here it is. As soon as Meatball does its trick, smash that like. Good. Oh. Go top. Go top. Yeah, go top. Heck yeah. It's brought to you by Meatball. Brought to you by Meatball. So if you wanted to be part of that Moon Platoon, that join button is right below. Okay. Aw, Francis's Meatball makes me miss my dog. Mr. Joe Nada says, accustomed to hodl. We hodl for free. Oh, this is great. Joe Roku wants to watch the FBI take computers. Let's see if this... Okay, latest rejection from that 3450 line. Means we're gonna get swept into the SMA again. See, after meatball tricks, it's important. Oh, cool. That's funny. That's actually pretty funny. I say that instead of AMC to the moon, it should be AMC to beyond the galaxy, says Avocado. Wherever Omauma came from, Tendies and aliens, let's go. Is that Shark King from Suicide Squad? Omauma. Special consideration from the chart and the rocket, says Keith. Heck yeah. Cindy Tucker says long day, let's go. Up into the SMA. Take a look at this simple moving average right here. That has been keeping a simmering pot lid above that price action here. Mostly just being sliced through that price action like butter. So sometimes it prevents the price action from going any further than like a 34.28, right? Without being established as a solid level of resistance here. So the SMA is to blame for much of this price action consolidating right here. Blame or to take credit for, because consolidation is not necessarily a bad thing. Zane just hit XXX today, finally. Karan says meatball. Look. There you go. See, this is proof that he doesn't like his bed. See? Proof that he just likes a nice hard bookshelf. Let's see. No, the interstellar asteroid from a few years back. Oh, gotcha. That makes sense. Is that very weirdly shaped space rock people think were made by aliens? Ah, thank you. Otherwise, I'm like, Senate agreement on change to crypto something or another. Oh, Chegg CEO on raising education's companies. So this is that's Chegg, not Newegg. I'm just like, I've been too much into the Newegg, Chegg. Anything that has the word egg in it makes me feel like it's the same. I'm dreading this, but I really do want to hear. So here's agreement on crypto reporting in the Senate. Huh? Hello? No sound.
Well, Carl, the Senate has reached an agreement on language that would clarify those new IRS reporting requirements for cryptocurrencies in the infrastructure bill. There had been concern that certain parts of the industry could be exempted from those rules while others would be subject to it. Today, Senator Pat Toomey says that the new language will focus on the definition of a broker. And he said that a broker would be defined as those who conduct transactions on an exchange where crypto assets are bought and sold, and that language would help prevent other players like node operators, stakers, validators from getting swept up in these regulations as well. He said said that this is not a perfect solution, but that it's certainly better than the original text of the bill. He said it has support from Democratic Senator Mark Warner, who had submitted a competing amendment around this. He said it also has the support of the
Oh yeah, this is back when the crypto, actually the crypto is keeping that price actually fairly okay. Bitcoin's still at 45. Dogecoin is all the way up to 25. Earlier it was at 25. Yeah, I say crypto has actually kept its gains for the most part. This is crypto fever coming in right now and sweeping up the definition of a broker. I think CFD is going to be in trouble, which is going to be a lot of platforms. But we'll see what to look for in AMC's earnings report. That was the Rich Greenfield full 3.5 minutes. We haven't seen it yet. We only seen like the minute and a half. Okay. Let's see. Starting a class action lawsuit against the SEC. I think we tried that. There's so many things that have already been tried. And then the problem with that is that it really does get hyped up. And then people start taking sides, and then a couple of I don't know. People have to take charge, and then they have to have these kind of leadership responsibilities. You have to kind of trust these people. Let's see. Let me drink this. University of Hawaii team eventually gave it a permanent name in the Hawaiian origin. Oumuamua, a messenger from afar arriving first. Oh, cool. Fourth test of $34. Can we see an uptrend? The more you test $34, the more the bulls start to waver against the bears. And so in that sense, it'd be ideal if this starts becoming a stronger level of support at 33.89. This is just barely any price action here. Very, very consolidated price action for the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 attempts at bullish action. Good morning, Andrew and Ape Nation. Let's remember that, says Black Zeus, let's remember that the worry is a misuse of your imagination. Patience is the key of this trade. How do you get patience? Wait, it will find you. I like that. You know, Meatball, I like that. Patience will find you. Never forget, guys. Okie dokie. Resort Dog says there was not a word for imagination in biblical times. Also, no color blue, all greens. Yep, they were all in black and white. And green. Let's see. Robinhood just purchased Say Technologies. Let me see if I can find a video about that. Say Technologies. 1 hour ago. Robinhood agrees to buy Say Technologies for $140 million. A tool for shareholder voting and communication in its first acquisition as a public company. Okay, so that's a tweet. That's a tweet if I've ever seen one. You can go on Andrew Mo Money at Twitter. What in tarnation? Oh, the exchange reported short interest is out later today. Oh, baby. First acquisition as public company. Hashtag Robinhood. Tweet. Twittily tweet. I bet they're going to say democratize. Here it is. Okay, let's see. Together we'll find new ways to expand what it means to be an investor through new products and experiences that democratize shareholder access. Perfect. There we go. Great. 140 million all cash deal will give Robinhood access to Say software, which helps company shareholders exercise their right to vote proxies and ask questions of management. Blah blah blah. Okay, blah 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 blah. Unbelievable. Doggo is chilling. Doggo is. He's relaxing. What is Hood doing? People have completely forgot about it. 54 bucks. Down another 3.62. Honestly, puts on Robinhood, it might have been an interesting play, but it would have been really dangerous. 60 bucks, yeah. For the past few days, if your puts were expiring, if you're playing weekly puts, oh man. These would have been scary plays. Like Sweeney Todd, you know? It would be a scary play. Not for kids. Meatball only knows patience. He is just chill. That should be like his intro for his superhero name. He is just chill. He's always been so chill. There is no other dog with quite as much chill. Meatball, you look worried. Don't be worried. He just wants his next treat. I'm gonna pick the little boogers out of his eyes. Holy moly. DeAndre says, Andrew Mo Money. All right, here you go. One treat. Robinhood by Say. Or Meatball doesn't want his info going to Robinhood. Aww. So handsome. True. Francis Kanye says, LOL. Funny. How funny if you are turning in for the first time to see the dog running the stream. He is really funny. I agree. There's Sniff. AMC has now crossed over the SMA once again. Come on, just a little bit more. Just 30 cents more to 34.50. Okay. Meatball short and sweet. Look at his little bandana. How did Ken Griffin get all the Infinity Stones? Too bad his Infinity Stones are all cheap plastic ones. Meatball does give the good look. Rohit says, really appreciate your commitment to the cause. You never give up, brother. Rohit, these little messages are what makes it all worth it. It's true. Jen says, such a good boy, so handsome. What a pal you have. He truly is. He really is. So true. Alright, those of you who haven't seen the fact that Rich Greenfield does show up every single time right before AMC goes absolutely crazy. This is Rich coming in yesterday. This was a video uploaded on the 9th, August 9th, 2021. This is a 500 downvote, 52 upvote situation here. And right afterward, after he spoke, AMC ripped 10% in the after hours right before earnings call began. And pretty much kept that price action all the way into the beginning of the pre-market. So that beginning of the pre-market right here at 37.21, 37.83 was just a few minutes before the opening bell. So this man comes on every time right before AMC has a major jump. Why is that? Let's take a listen.
That you don't like AMC stock. That basically you think it's going to a penny a share. And so we know sort of your viewpoint on the company going into earnings. What caught my eye in the notes that the producers gave me is the violation of debt covenants in the fourth quarter of 2021. Can you tell us about what will trip those covenants and whether or not AMC has the funds at this point after all these capital raises to pay back that tranche and take care of that slice of debt?
It's a great question. I mean, obviously, this is a company that's still burning cash. I mean, look, the box office, for all the excitement about sort of the return of movies, which I think you've seen a lot of, like, movies are coming back and you see a lot of people excited about it. But the reality is the last 4 weekends, if you just add up the last 4 weekends of 2021, they were down nearly 60% compared to the same 4 weekends of 2019. So the point is, you can't really generate meaningful box office. I mean, the top movie of the year, I think Black Widow is like around $170-ish million. That's pretty disappointing in the scheme of a Marvel movie, and the same with F9. So the question on the covenants is a good one, Melissa. Obviously, you can always renegotiate and you can always change things with your lenders, but the last filing AMC had said that they needed to get back to 85% of pre-COVID box office in Q4 and Q1. Just looking at the numbers week after week, and they've been getting worse. I mean, really, since Delta started picking up, everything you see is getting worse. I mean, Viacom shifted Paw Patrol is going to be day and date on Paramount Plus. I think the studios are just looking at this going, if we put out a movie only in theaters, we're going to lose money. I mean, Snake Eyes must have been a massive bloodbath for Viacom because there's just not enough box office attendees or movie theater attendees out there right now. And so it certainly looks very problematic for AMC. It'll be interesting what they say tonight on their earnings call, but all things point to the fact that they're not going to be able to meet those covenants in Q4.
I'm glad you mentioned the earnings call, Rich, because shareholders make up about 80% of shareholders are retail investors, 4.1 million of them, according to Adam Aaron in a tweet recently. And the call is going to be opened up to retail investors. As an analyst on Wall Street with a sell rating on the stock, do you have the same access that you had before to the company and to asking questions on these calls?
AMC was not taking our questions before or after they sort of shifted to focus on their retail shareholders. I think just the important thing to remember is there's been sort of a lot of questions or a lot of story out there about sort of these quote unquote diamond hands of these retail investors. Sort of attacking the short sellers, and the reality is short interest has really dried up. I mean, this is the crazy thing now is that you've got a lot of retail shareholders trying to convince.
So here is the short interest right there. In fact, this exchange reported numbers are going to be coming out later today. So Fairly cool stuff is about to happen fairly soon.
It's other retail shareholders to buy the stock while they're clearly dumping the stock. And, I think the stock's basically halved from its highs. It just shows you retail is selling. And, the reason they're selling makes a lot of sense to us. The reality is the box office is very underwhelming. And movie studios, I think the single biggest question over the course of the remainder of calendar 2021 is if you're a movie studio, you don't have a streaming strategy like an HBO Max or a Disney Plus, do you put your big blockbuster movie out in Q4 or do you hold it into 2022? Because putting it out in movie theaters, it just doesn't seem like there's enough people willing to go, especially for family films. It seems like financial suicide.
There it is. Financial suicide. So, that's why, what are we, some kind of suicide squad? Got him. Got him. That's a done deal. Alright, Meatball, what do you think? Do another trick? You wanna do another trick? You wanna do another trick? I wonder if he's gonna play dead. Meatball, would you play dead? Bang! 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 If he does play dead correctly, we're gonna give him a treat like this. We give him one of these cute little treats here. It's his birthday. It's so sweet. We have these treats from the P.O. box. It was his birthday 2 days ago. We're saving this lemon for when the squeeze happens, obviously. We'll give you this little flower here. You see that? Bang! 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 Like, I don't have enough space to bang. Bang! Oh, he can only dab. Oh, he can only dab? Oh. Oh. Bang. 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 Oh, people, bang. Okay, here you go. He couldn't figure out how to get enough space on the counter. That's okay. That's not his fault. That's okay. Let's see. There are so many angry, says Highly Intuitive. They are unable to bankrupt the company, but they were bad guys. Okay, buddy. But we're the bad guys. Okay, buddy. I can read. How did I teach him to do these tricks? It's normally just when he does something fun, I'll reward him. And then slowly he'll figure it out himself. That's the most natural way to teach a dog tricks. If you see them do something fun, reward them, associate that with a command. AMC, for example, if I say the word rip, rip. Come on, AMC, rip. AMC is going to bring its price action up to the 34.51s and touch the top of that rocket, come all the way over that 34.50 level of resistance. I like how it's moving backwards. It was like moonwalking away, but no. AMC, top that 34.50. Come on now. Can I get one boom boom? Can I get one boom boom rocket in the chat, please? Real apes just love AMCs. Just love saying money. Boom boom says, I know, man. Yes. Did you like that little cookie? Did you like Cookie Meatball? Go. Go. AMC is trending on Twitter. Help spread the news. Ooh, baby. AMC has now topped 34.51. It's because we've treated AMC so well, right? Gave it a nice solid command. I agree. Meatball, you see, AMC is getting a treat. Meatball's getting jealous. Yeah. 35.05 is the next level of resistance. AMC has just crossed over 34.50, which was hard for it to do. Hasn't been able to do it once, twice. I would say 2 solid attempts. The rest are all just consolidation. Look at him happy. I'm not sure if any of you have seen this happy smile before. Look at him go. AMC rips all the way up to 35. 35.12 pushes over. Coming over the EMA right now. Meatball's getting real excited. You see this? AMC overbought right now with a 78.94 RSI. I agree, man. Yeah. He just wants pats. He just wants a head scratch. AMC brings itself over 2 levels of resistance. That is 1 solid boom boom candle here. All the way up to the EMA 35.19. The $35 right here. Holy rocket fuel, Batman. He can sense the happy hormones. He's like, I can feel it. Good boy. AMC brings its price action over 35.05, now struggling at 34.95. What a grin. This volume got me feeling some kind of way. 66 million volume right now. Meatball likes it, what can we say? When we're talking $10,000 jumps, then we eatin'. It there you go. A little flavor saver right there. We got average Rob 808 saying, have a meatball sit on your lap, then change the algo. Good morning from Oahu. Unza Gunza says, looks like power hour coming in early. When will you learn, Kenny boy? Yawn. We just had a very positive candle. AMC brings itself up to its VWAP at 35.27. That's a good day. I'm not sure what your definition of a good day is, but right now we just had a good candle. One solid candle is all it takes, really. Change the world. Let's see what Lux says. Lux algorithm. I can really smell his breath all the way from over here. Nicholas Oliver says, please use more magnets. I think that'll help. I'm gonna get back to magnet school. Alright, here's the... Oh, that's right. I had Lux in a different tab. There's that buy signal. Now, these are not strong buys or sells. It's just one regular sell, one regular buy. Lux is not going to throw everything behind this. It's going to be like, yeah, this is a buy. Josh Lawson says, we need Mo power. Oh, Mo power. Josh Harrington says, LMAO, gotta love dogs. The Philadelphia Shillies, Keith Cloverdale still continuing on with his dad jokes about shills. The Philadelphia Flyers, dress to shill them with kindness. If looks could shill the beans, shill gotten gains, shill or be shilled. That's great. Put a magnet on Zila. Well, at least we can look at Zila in the back. Looks like Robinhood's most recent acquisition did not pan out well. Wow, read all over the day. Can I get one SPCE news? Oh, it's from 18 hours ago. Oh, wow. NE is down 20%. NSAV is down 52%. I specifically said be careful with penny stocks, though, right? See what else has some notable changes today. Works is down 15%. Down from its highs yesterday. Doge and Ethereum have turned green on the day. Bitcoin is nearly there. Coinbase down 3.8. What else? Senseonics down 8. About it. The rest of the market seems fairly consolidated. Back to AMC. AMC had one solid green rip to its VWAP, now coming back to its SMA. Average Rob says, gotta say Mo Power, like to say Donut Media. Well, I don't know what that sounds like, but I'm gonna assume it sounds like Mo Power. Or, alternatively, Mo Power! Russell Williams, I already got a tweet out about Say Technologies, so go check it out. Say Technologies. Let me change the title of this video then, in that case. If I have the power, which I might not have. Edgy scared. Where do I see this say acquisition from Robinhood? Right here. It's this one. Bloomberg. Robinhood agrees to buy Say Technologies as its first acquisition. Don't forget that. We're just going to look at how I said this on Twitter. All right. Robinhood agrees to buy Say Technologies for $140 million. There it is. See? Mr. Marshmallow says, you're making me feel some kind of way. That's what it feels like to educate and learn. We're almost past 1,000 likes, y'all. Let's try to get this like counter to equal the amount of people in here. It's a free admission. It's like a 2-drink minimum, except you don't have to pay anything. It's a 1 like minimum to chill and, you know, relax with Professor Meatball, help out the show. We have been doing giveaways. It's fun to be able to follow on Twitter and Instagram and like this video for potential giveaways in the future. Robinhood. Buys Technologies. They're going to announce that they're going to buy. It's like they're announcing their engagement. We're announced to be acquired by each other. Mm-hmm. 1K? Heck yeah. I love this coffee. Ben says, I go all in on Amazon, and Bezos hasn't stopped dumping shares since August 14th for that stupid rocket project. He dumped another 170K this morning, 1.7 mil since August 4th now. Ugh. Jeff Bezos. Got him. Wasn't that hard. Amazon literally goes off the screen. That's how many digits it has. Okay. Let me see if I can find a couple of things here. Okay. Yu-Gi-Oh! Forever 567 says SoFi looking nice. Remember, you guys can get $50 in SoFi. Invest in whatever you want. 1.7%. I mean, okay. Green is green. They don't teach colors the same way they used to. Green is green is green. Don't forget. You done breathing like that? So excited. Because every day is a beautiful day to spend with a friend. Hey friends. Remember that if you spend today with a friend, it doesn't matter if you were productive. That's a perfectly productive day. Spending time with someone that cares about you. Like this dog, you know? You spent some time with him, I spent some time with you. And that's the most important thing that we get around today, is the family. Someone wants to check Ortex. There's that Ortex check for you. AMC at 15.73% short interest. That's still more than the Volkswagen squeeze. Yeah, I know. I know, bud. Good boy. Mr. Rogers in here. D-Light screams for green. Still can't find Kramer's definition of a Marxist anywhere. Jeez. Shining Foxes. The human eye can see more shades of green than any other color. Meatball's also like, what? Amazing. Okay. Let's bring it back to the options chain. The options chain comprises of the $5 strikes all the way on the left side, $145 strike all the way on the right side. Most of the bulk is still around that $40 to $32 range. Those are the testing grounds right now for AMC. Amaze balls, says Antonio. Oh, I like how Jonathan's like, no magnets. Say it with me. Mo magnets. Not no magnets. That would be silly. Doug D says, "Okay, I'm back at the helm. Set a course for the moon. Impulse power." Cool. Scratch your head. Let's see. Kramer was such a turd to Adam Aaron this morning. He tried to bait him big time, and Adam Aaron did well. I've heard that. I've heard that. Apparently, AMC overperformed revs by 69,420. No, noise. Now, can I get a clip of when Adam Aaron said that? There's no way. Is that right? Huh. Abraham says, "I like that dog statue behind." Yeah, he's a dog model. Wait, is that right? You guys are the best at getting the information early. Okay, well, it might be the wrong information. It says someone just said Cuomo resigned, but it looks like he is not yet. I don't think. Doesn't look like it. Under D Sun had a super chat. I'm scrolling through right now. I don't think I see it, but just I'll get the benefit of the doubt. Just say it again. What did you say in your super chat? Oh. No. They're calling for his resignation. Yeah, it says top aide to the governor resigns. That would be a little bit different, right? One of his top aides, right? Because this is what, if I Google it, all I see is, if you read really fast, it does look like it says that he has resigned. This is a day ago, so this is how I look at news. If it's from a day ago and it hasn't made headlines yet, like, that is probably going to be the wrong headline. Here's 1 day ago. Here's 19 minutes ago. Right? Roberta Kaplan resigns. They were top aides. Taylor says right now watching live. Okay, let me see if I can find. Oh, so people are saying that that he's resigning live. Ooh, I gotta find it now. Resignation will be effective in 14 days. Oh, shoot, okay. Why isn't this breaking news yet? There he is.
I want my 3 jewels to know this. My greatest goal is for them to have a better future than the generations of women before them. It is still in many ways a man's world. It always has been. We have sexism that is culturalized and institutionalized. My daughters have more talent and natural gifts than I ever had. I want to make sure that society allows them to fly as high as their wings will carry them. There should be no assumptions, no stereotypes, no limitations. I want them to know from the bottom of my heart that I never did and I never would intentionally disrespect a woman or treat any woman differently than I would want them treated. And that is the God's honest truth. Your dad made mistakes, and he apologized, and he learned from it. And that's what life is all about. And I know the political process is flawed, and I understand their cynicism and distrust and disappointment now. But don't give it up, because government is still the best vehicle for making positive social change. Lastly, I want to remind all New Yorkers of an important lesson, and one that I will carry with me for the rest of my life. And that's what you New Yorkers did in battling COVID.
Okay.
The enemy landed in New York State. COVID launched the attack here. It came on planes from Europe, and we had no idea. It was an ambush. And it was up to New Yorkers to fight back. We were on our own, and it was war. Nurses, doctors, essential workers became our frontline heroes. Hospitals became the battlegrounds. Streets were still, and sirens filled the city's silence. Trailers carried the bodies of our fallen brothers and sisters. But you refused to give up, and you fought back, and you won, going from the highest infection rate in the nation to one of the lowest. No one thought we could do it, but you did it. You led the nation, and you showed the way forward. And how you did it is what's most important. You did it together.
I know, but he's almost
not
out.
Not as black New Yorkers or white New Yorkers, not as LGBTQ New Yorkers or straight New Yorkers or Democrats or Republicans or upstate or downstate or Jewish, Muslim, Protestant or Catholic New Yorkers, but as one community, one family, the family of New York.
New York
overcame the naysayers and the haters
and
the fear and the division, and you unified and you rose and you overcame and you saved lives. And that was powerful in its effect. It was beautiful to see, and it was an honor to lead. Please remember that lesson. Hold it dear and hold it up high for this nation to see.
Okay.
Because it is New York State at her finest, creating her legacy, fulfilling her destiny, giving life and animation to the lady in the harbor, saying Excelsior.
There we go.
We can be better. We can reach higher. And proclaiming E pluribus unum. Out of many, one, unity, community, love. That is our founding premise and our enduring promise. And that is the salvation of this nation that it so desperately needs to hear. Thank you for the honor of serving you. It has been the honor of my lifetime. God bless you.
Okay, so that's it. That's actually it. So that is Cuomo stepping down. This is not some weird like telephone game. It is right here. New York Governor Andrew Cuomo resigns. I know, Meatball. I am upset. I'm upset at what the things that he's done. Yes, I am upset. New York Governor Andrew Cuomo announced Tuesday he is resigning after a withering report from the state's attorney general alleged he'd sexually harassed multiple women, leading to calls from top Democrats, including Joe Biden, that he would step down. And I think that given the circumstances, the best way I can help now is if I step aside and let the government back to government, and therefore that is what I'll do. Because I work for you, and doing the right thing is the right thing for you. He said he'll leave office in 14 days. What an awkward 2-week. Meatball, I know it's awkward. What an awkward 2-week long, like lame duck sitting down and just being like, yeah, guess I'm resigning for some pretty bad stuff. After he was first hit with sexual harassment allegations earlier this year, he ignored bipartisan demands that he resign, predicted the investigation he authorized State Attorney General Letitia James to carry out would exonerate him. Instead, the report alleged that he harassed 11 women. Sorry, it's not funny at all, but it's ironic that he would think that this is going to be all fine. That he thought that he was really good. And also, look at this character. Anybody know who this character is? Looks very similar. I'm just saying. That 2018 video game really predicted a lot of stuff. Under D Sun, I really don't see your super chat. Let's see. Okay, well that's that. Let's go to the moon. Okay. Meatball. Okay. Let's take a look at what this short seller is saying about AMC Entertainment stock. Who's Jim Chanos? Oh, is this it? Oh, boom. There we go. Interview with Adam Aaron. Bro uncut. Oh, okay. Then I'm not going to be able to. That's fair. That's fair. That's fair. Oh, man. Okay. Green Power says, please tell Professor Meeple not to be sad. He just doesn't want to hear more about it. He's like, no, I don't want to hear. No. Meeple, no need to be sad. Okay? Come down here. Go ahead. Let's see. Pretty hilarious. What kind of accent is that? It's just a New York accent. They're walking here. Joji says, there has been a lot of FUD in GME and AMC articles. That's true. There it is. That guy Channel says that we're the greedy ones for buying. See, that's why you can't trust a gym. Too many gyms in the world right now. Let's see. How much for Meatball stud services? If only he wasn't neutered. If only. That's another fun fact about Meatball. There you go. You can bring that to the trivia game next. Under D Sun says, mention to C-Pain how inflow over outflow 30% and stock falls over 7% in price. How does law of supply and demand not apply to AMC? They killed this catalyst. AMC should have been best bet today. Let's see. JT Rose, I'll see you in a sec. J Money says, Jim has entered the chat. So many Jims every day. Joji, why the heck do I not remember that flea market? It's been months. It's literally like my brain completely forget. I'm gonna put it on my calendar. That's how much I'm gonna remember, Joji. It's gonna be on my calendar. I'm gonna put stupid flea market. Oh man. Jeez. Okay. Stupid flea market. Here, put it right there. Porsche. Put flea. Hopefully I remember what that means. Okay. Too many corrupt creeps, says Barrett. 123 says Cuomo just resigned. Thanks. Read the title of this video. It's in it. There it is. Just imagine your kids learning about Cuomo and this historic day today. It's gonna be today. They're gonna be like, wow. Okay. GME Watt doing seems like it's just consolidating. A little red on the day, I think. Yeah, 1.6% down, whereas AMC is 1.6% up. T-Selfer says the items at the flea market are all the samer. Tyler says, give that little fluff ball a belly rub for me. Meatball, you gotta get belly rubs. Belly rubs. Oh, you want belly rubs. Rub that. Oh, man. The man is like, I'm not resigning until I'm definitely going to be impeached. And now that the writing's on the wall, he's like, I'm resigning. Oh, man. Warlord Mohican. Well, it was still green on the day. Daniel says, watch Into the Badlands. Okay. Is it as short as the flea market? Into the Badlands. Just scout out the flea market. That's funny. Simret, I am on the West Coast. I'm in Silicon Valley. Josh Lawson. That's silly. A kidney couldn't purchase a share of AMC. On the moon. Oh man, what a crazy day today. There's just ever more of this shenanigans. CKJ's, I've always been a pit bull guy, but after seeing Meatball over the past 7 months, I might be a corgi next. Wow, 7 months, huh? Been here for a while. That's cool. Benjamin says, awesome show. Okay. I'm into it. Potential double top here on the 35.20s. Honestly, that's a candle wick. That means that there's 35.12s. That makes much more sense for that price action to hit that EMA roughly twice and then come down below that simple moving average. So that price action currently is waiting to essentially hit either a bounce here at $34 flat, or continue up to the SMA right now. Either way, it has started to become oversold. Take a look at the RSI, it's at 34.91. So if it goes any further below 30, you'll be looking at an oversold stock. There's Meatball. There we go. Here to come chill with us now. Yeah, happiest boy has ever lived. There he goes. Did the video guy ever come back? No. Juice's Ghost says, yo, we've been here the whole time. Heck yeah, man. Aw, Joji says, nagging me about the flea market? No problem. I just want to see it. I just want to remember. Have a memory longer than 10 seconds. Josh is an ape with a lot of time. Time. It's the only thing you have. The only thing you can guarantee. Aww. Now I would like some more love. I want you to pay attention to me all day. Not gonna take no for an answer. Josh Lawson says, a lonely ape finding joy in the chat. Love how happy he is all the time. T Silver says, after all this time, my interest in the flea market has risen. Jeremy says, make your box bigger. I don't need that many of the graphs. I remember making my box smaller because someone's like, I need to see more of that graph, man. I can't see that graph? Dang. There we go. Go tall, Meatball. Tall. Tall. Good boy. Good boy. Go tall. Come on, stay there. Meatball reminds me of Weasel. Dude, that's Weasel. Everyone see the after credits? Yeah. Biscuits for you, Meatball. Crunch, crunch. See if we can get a potential uptrend starting going here, about 34 bucks. Like I said, a bounce at 34, very likely. Change a couple of things. Such a cool dog. I agree. Look at those big ears. No cooler dog than Meatball. Heard that? Looking at me like, oh. Only a torch root. Okay, okay. RSI bullish divergence. Looking at a potential bounce off the 30 or 33.27 right now. Okay. Jeremy R says, "How about a treat for Meatball?" Aw, okay. Well, you want a treat? Okay. Open a new bag for you. Dentist sticks. Meatball, you're gonna have to do a donut. Good boy. Hi. Remtech says, whoa, I like Meatball, but I love my Dobby. Josh Lawson says, positive vibes. Ever play any video games? Heck yeah. Does this ring a bell? Notification that Robinhood is buying Say Technologies. Thoughts? Yeah. I mean, this is their first acquisition as an IPO. Likely going to be one of many to come. It is going to be Robinhood essentially trying to create a vertical monopoly to get as many of the pieces of the trading platform processes within their own company. I mean, financial systems have tried to do it before. Less savory companies have tried to do it before as well. Even less savory. Nonsense. Stay strong and try to let the sun on you. That's a nice saying. Stay strong. Let the sun shine upon you. Beer Cap says, is there a regulator in the world that doesn't know the share count? SEC? I wouldn't be surprised if they don't know. Tom R says, do you know any European brokers that are unreliable and pay in the case of other Wall short squeezes? European brokers. I should look for. I'll keep my eye out for some. Readings was yesterday, that's right. If you wanted to take a look, that live stream is on the channel. What's the longest straight drive I've ever done? I wasn't driving. Do I have to be driving, or can I just be a passenger? Can we take a second to decipher Ryan Cohen's deepfake tweet? He deepfaked his face into a bunch of model bodies. I don't think a second is going to be enough. Genuinely think we're going to need a whole couple hours. Meatball is saying that he's the captain now. Eco says, hey Andrew, thank you for your service. Salute from the Ape Patrol. The Ape Patrol. They're on patrol. Joji says, you can be the passenger. Oh, heck yeah. I like being the passenger. Stucky's about my longest drive. I drove from the Garden of the Gods in Illinois back to Chicago for the solar eclipse. And that was really painful because, as you can imagine, the traffic going back to Chicago after the solar eclipse was insane. So I think that was like a 3-hour drive that turned into like a 14-hour drive because of just how much like traffic there was. But don't get me wrong. I don't like long drives very much. I like them as much as a long nap. Any longer, I'd rather be sleeping. Maybe a stonktopus would be better than a magnet or a vacuum. Keith, awesome. Have you seen the history days of all squeezes? It's always on a Wednesday at a random time from January until now with stocks like AMC, GME, blah blah blah. Check it out. Yeah, that makes sense. We've been noticing something similar. We've been here watching around the same pattern of days. Although I'm not sure if the day of the week matters as much as the day of the month might matter a little bit more. Which is why we were hopeful for this this coming week, but there it is, right? Not August, end of month. That's still a chance. Intense says, I see the M on the AMC chart. The last time the M was there for GME was game time. You mean the M pattern, right? The double top. That's a bearish pattern, but it could easily turn back into more consolidation or a possible bullish pattern after. But right now it is a bearish pattern. Oh, I had some allergy meds and my nose is still going absolutely crazy. My nose is going like blah. What does an M mean? Any DD on that? Yes, it's a double top. In fact, let me just find that for you. Search double top, Investopedia. The N on my keyboard is broken. There's a joke in there somewhere, but for now it's just really annoying. Ooh, meatballs. Double top. So for example, an uptrend like this brings itself to a double top, and then that breaks the support level down below. So that's what that looks like. Right, you can have another picture of something similar like this. Double top, support breaks here. This becomes resistance now. This originally was support at the bottom of this, the middle of this double top. Becomes resistance afterward. That's why this is bearish price-wise. You see? Your noses are coming from all that smoke in the air from a couple days ago. Yikes. Should have worn my other mask. N95s. Just gotta switch some of these masks around. Fire mask, COVID mask. Fine day to be an ape, says Alex Stuffer. Question is, what is the literal effect? Could be the price fall nearly 8% since market open. What happened in the post and pre-market? Well, the earnings call happened in the post and pre-market. Adam Aaron going on CNBC was bullish as well. But at the end of the day, CNBC has a knack of twisting the silverback's words. And the rest of the day, if the guidance and the voice of the silverback is not as strong as it was in the beginning of the day, there's obviously going to be media perception of the stock as well. Joji says, my M key is likely broken from typing mo money and mo ass too many times. My M key is fine. Maybe it's because it's like exercising your keys. You use your key a lot and it's really strong. Oh man. Oh. Gotta stretch. Gob says, bro, my entire portfolio is a huge wide W forming on the bottom with a multi-month time frame. His whole portfolio. All of the AMC. That's kind of like what we have to see though. We like to see that. We like to get into it. Yoho the Bel Air says yes, double top. Just a little bit sus that it completed it 5 minutes before market open, taking it with a single grain of salt. Just one though. So this could be a double top, yeah. There. Warlord says, bro, their earnings report was A+ for a stock that people aren't playing for fundamentals. It's kind of like you get an A+ in a club that you didn't realize you were a part of. Like your driver's instructor says, you get an A+ for grace, and you're like, I was getting evaluated for grace. Joji says, remember, Montgomery Flea Market. It's been several weeks. Okay, I'll do you one better. Make sure you do barbecue and foot massage commercial. That one is probably my favorite commercial. I think it's Jones barbecue and foot massage. Okay, we got some TA coming your way very soon, including a Lux algorithm update for the brand new Lux algorithm that just came out. If you want your 20% off, it's Angela Money at checkout. Check it out yourself, right? There's that sell signals, that buy signal, and the strong sell that we just got from AMC. Thank you guys. If you wanted your 2 free stocks on Webull, you don't have to use it as a broker if you don't want to. Avoid payment for order flow, but you do want to get your 2 free stocks as well as access to the market just in case. It's like insurance, just in case you get locked out of your accounts. God forbid you're still on Robinhood. How's it going? My name was Andrew. It's still going to be Andrew tomorrow. Hope you're excited for a video later today, as well as the fact that if you guys turn on your subscribe and your bell buttons, that is the one time today that I'm going to mention it. We're on our way to 120,000 subscribers. So if this show gave you a little value, if you like spending a little bit of time with Meatball, I'd really appreciate you guys coming back and catching us in the next live stream. For now, but not for forever, you guys have been awesome. Check out the links in the description, especially the ones that have pressed the join button, as well as the Patreon link in the description. You guys are executive producers of the show, and it couldn't happen without you. Thank you so much, and we'll see you in the money. Peace. Happy dance at the end for people who stay. When this video is over, make sure to come back and leave a comment. Okay? That's the only thing. Your live stream is going to be loading for a couple hours, but your comments, those are golden. Peace.